Addition and subtraction in modular arithmetic. The sum of two integers in a given modular system is obtained by adding the two integers and then finding the remainder when the sum is divided by the given modulus. Similarly, the difference between two integers is obtained by finding the remainder after the difference is divided by a given modulo. So you are going to understand what the statement means by after I've taken these examples or as you watch along. So example here, number one says sum up the following. Sum of the following. So here number one, so it says solution. Number one, 8 plus 13, and this is in mod 6. So 8 plus 13 is equal to 8 plus 13 will be 21. So 21 in mod 6. So 21 in mod 6. 21 in mod 6 is the multiple of 6 that's closest to 21. That's 6 times 3. 6 times 3 plus. So 6 times 3 is 18. 18 plus 4 would give us 21. 18 plus 3. So this 3 is the remainder. Therefore 21 in mod 6 is 3. Times 3 in right mod 6. 21 is equal to 3 in mod 6 into, B. 12 plus 24 plus 32. So we carry that in mod 15. So 12 plus 24 plus 32. 2 plus 4, 6 plus 2, 8. 3 plus 3 is 6, that's 68. So we're going to look for 68 in mod 15. So the multiple of 15 that's closest to 68. Let's find that. 15 times. Okay, let me do it here. 15 times. So 15 times 3 is 45. 15 times 4, 60. 15 times 5 is 75. 5 times 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 1 is 25. 15 times 75 is greater than 68. So the closest, the multiple of 15 that's closest to 68 is this 60, and this is what will give us 60. So we put that will give us 15 times 4 plus. So the plus will be the remainder. What would be added to 15 times 4 to get 68? 50 times 4 is 60. So 60 plus 8. So this 8 is the remainder. So therefore 68 is equal to 8 in mod 15. The next is C. C is 3x plus 6 plus 6x plus 2. The addition is to be done in mod 7. So 3x plus 6 plus 6x plus 2. So let's open our bracket. 3x plus 6 plus 6x plus 2. Collect like terms. 3x plus 6x plus 6 plus 2. 3x plus 6x is 9x. And 6 plus 2 is plus 8. So this is what we're going to do. For each of them, we're going to get, for 9x, we're going to get the multiple. Since we're going to mod 7, this is to be done, carried out in mod 7. So for 9x, we're going to get the multiple of 7 that's closer to 9x. So in this case, it is not just 7, but it's going to be 7x. So what we're going to have is 7x times 7. Okay, As usual, I prefer starting with the mod number 7 times x. This will give us 7x. So what would you add to 7x to get 9x? That will give us plus 2x. So 7x, 7 times x will be 7x. 7x the closest is a multiple of 7 that's closest to 9x. So 7x, if you add 2x to 9x, you will get 9x. So these two x's are remainder. So this will give us 7x, 7x plus 2x. And then for this 8 plus 8, the closest, the multiple of 7 that's closest to 8 is 7 times 1. 7 times 1 is 7. What would you add to 7 to get 8 as 1? So 7 times 1 is 7 plus 1 is our remainder. So this will give us 7 times 1 plus 1. This is done in mod 7. Okay, right, equal. So we know that in modular arithmetic we are focusing on the remainder, so pick our remainder here. So 3x plus 6 plus 6x plus 3 mod 7 is remainder for this part is 2x plus remainder here is 1. So this is our answer in mod 7. Simplify 28 minus 13. 28 minus 13 in mod 6. 28 minus 13. Yeah. 28 minus 13 is equal to 5, 1, 15. 15 equals to 6. The multiple of 6 that is closest to 15 is 2. 6 times 2. 6 times 2 plus 6 times 2, 12. Remainder 2. So 15 is equal to 2 in mod 6. 18 minus 21 in mod 9. Mod 9. So 18 minus 21 will give us minus 18 minus 21 will give us minus 3. Minus 3. So for this negative value, minus 3, what we're going to do to get for negative values to get our multiple is minus 2 would be the negative multiple of 9 that's closest to minus 3 would be 9, since it's mod 9 times minus 1 plus, so 9 times minus 1 will give us minus 9. So if you add 6 to, what would you add to minus 9 to give us minus 3? That will give us 6. So that's how we go about it. So 9 times minus 1 plus 6 will give you minus 3. So minus 3, therefore minus 3 is equal to 6 in mod 9. So negative values always have positive mod values. Why? Because the negative sign indicates distance movement. If you use a number circle, it means taking anti-clockwise turn or making anti-clockwise movements. I think the next examples are going to take, well, okay, especially when we want to construct tables, we're going to make use of that number circle again. So you can understand that the negative sign here indicates movement, so it doesn't really affect the mod value here. So once again, 18 minus 21 is equal to minus 3, and minus 3 to get the mod value. Okay, I think things. And start. So minus 3 minus 3 is equals to the multiple of 9 times minus 1, that's close to minus 3 is 9 times minus 1, which is minus 9. So the remainder would be what you're going to add to minus 9 to get minus 3. That will be 6. So minus 3, and that will give us, so minus 3, therefore minus 3 is equal to 6 in mod 9. That's the value of it. Then number 2, we find the difference between 18 and 6. 18 minus 6. And this is to be done in mod 6. Mod 6. 18 minus 6 is 12. 18 minus 6 equals 12. So 12 in mod 6 is 6 times 2. 6, the multiple of 6 that's closest to 12 is 6 times 2. 6 times 2 is also plus 0. So 6 times 2 is 12. The remainder is 0. So that is plus 0. Therefore 12 is equal to 0 in mod 6. 3 will be 26 and 26 minus 12 mod 11. 26 minus 12 will be 6 minus 12. 6 minus 2, 4, 1, that's 14. 14 is the multiple of 11 that's closest to 14 is 11 times 1 plus 3. 3 here is the remainder, so 14 is 3 in mod 11. C. 30 and 14. 30 minus 14 in mod 13. So 30 minus 14. 30 minus 14 is 6. 10 minus 4 is 6. 16. 16. The multiple of 13 that's closest to 16 will be 13 times 1. Remainder. So what is remaining? That when it is added to 13 will give us 16. That's 3. So 3 is remaining. So 3 plus 13 gives us 16. So 16 is 3 in mod 13. So from the statement here or the instruction here, you have to carry out this operation in mod 5. What this simply means is addition. Is addition in modular arithmetic. You see 8 plus 6. 8 plus 6 is 14. So 14 in mod 5 is equal to the multiple of 5 that is closest to 14 is 5 times 2 is 15, 5 times 2 is 10, so 5 times 2, 5 times 2, what's remaining is 4. So if you add what's remaining to 10, you get 14. So 5 times 2, 10, 10 plus 4 is 14. So our remainder is 4. 14 is equal to 4 in mod 5. B. 63, 78 mod 6. So 62 plus 78, 63, 78, 1, 6 plus 7, 13 plus 1, 14, 141. So 141. The multiple of 6 that is closest to 141 is 6 times 6 times 6 times 12 is 72. 6 times 12 is 72. And we're looking at 141, so let me try 6 times 24. 24 times 6. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 2, 12 plus 2, 14. 144. 144 is higher than 141. So it should be 23 times 6. 6 times 2 is 18. 6 times 2, 12 plus 1, 19. 198. That should be 26 times 23 plus. So what would be 6 times 23 is 198. What will be added to 198 to get 141? That's the number that will be added to 198 to get 141 is a remainder. So to get that, we need to subtract 198 from 141. So 141, 198. 11 minus 8 is 3. Here's now 3. Follow from here. Oh, sorry. 23 times 6 is 90. 198. 6 times 2, 12. 6 times 3 is 18. Carry 1. 6 times 2, 12 plus 1, 13. 138. Yeah, that's 138. Okay, so 141 minus 138. So 11 minus 8 is 3. Yes, 3. So this starts, you need to add 3. And that 3. So 141 is equal to 3 in mod 6. Not sure. So I will find a positive form of each of these numbers in the respective mod given. Minus 28 in mod 3. So minus 28 is closest multiple. The multiple of 3 is closer to minus 28 is 3 times minus let's see. Now for this negative value, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply 3 by a negative number, which will give us a multiple that is closest to minus 28. But it's not that it's going to be equal to minus 28, but this is what's going to happen. 3 times a negative number. Yeah. So that number, if you're going to add another number to it, that number that you're going to add to it will be equal to minus 28. So let's say, for instance, we say 3 times minus 9. Minus 9 will give us minus 27. So what would you add to 27 minus 27 to get minus 28? Remember, you cannot add a negative number. You cannot be minus 1 to get minus 28. This is not acceptable in modular arithmetic, so it must be minus 27 plus another number that will give you minus 28. So in this case, we cannot use minus 9 because there's no number we can use or we can add to minus 27 to get minus 28. So rather, we're going to use the next one. 3 times minus 10. That will give us minus 30. So what would you add to minus 30 to give us minus 28? That will give us plus 2. So minus 30 plus 2 will give us minus 28. So 2 is now the remainder. So 3 times minus 10 plus 2. And this will give us, therefore, minus 28 is equal to 2 in mod 2. So remember that whenever we're given a negative number, the mod value will not be negative. So in modular arithmetic, negative sign before a figure shows distance or the direction of movement. So it doesn't really mean that the value is negative. The mod value can never be negative. Mod is modulus. So the modulus of a negative number is always positive. It cannot be negative. Just like modulus of m. If m is minus 3, the modulus is 3, cannot be negative. So the same applies here. So b is minus 2 in mod 9. So minus 2 is equal to, now we're going to multiply 9 by a negative value or number. and then you're going to add another number to that negative, the product of 9 and that negative number, such that you're going to get minus 2. So if you multiply 9 times minus 2, you're going to have minus 18. So what would you add to minus 18 to get minus 2? That's way too big. Let's try 9 times minus 1, which is minus 9. So what would you add to minus 9 such that your final answer will be minus 2? So minus 9 plus 7 will give us minus 2. So 9 times minus 1 plus 7. Therefore, minus 2 is equal to 7 in mod 9. Mm, 12. So this symbol, just as this one, this one means subtraction and this one means addition. So it's just another way of writing subtraction in modular arithmetic. So 12 minus 5 mod 4. 12 minus 5 is equal to 7. 7 in mod 4. Multiple of 4 that is closer to 7 is 4 times 1. And then what is left to be added to 4 to get 7 is 3. So 3 is the remainder, so 7 is equal to 3 mod 4. And then do 38 minus 42 mod 7. 38 minus 42 will give us 42 minus 38. 12 minus 8, 4. That's minus 4. So in mod 7, what? So 7 times minus 1 will give us minus 7. Or we added to minus 7 to give us minus 4. As minus 7 plus 3 will give us minus 4. And that would, so minus 4, therefore minus 4 is equal to 3 in mod 7.